Hi. Congratulations. I know I shouldn't bother you on your wedding day, but can I please have a minute with you? We need to talk.
Katie, what do you want? You really shouldn't be talking to me. Read the room. We're still busy with the preparations for the wedding.
I know, I figured you were. And I'm so sorry to bother you, but this is urgent. First off, I wanted to let you know that we arrived at the wedding venue. The problem is our seats are nowhere to be found. We've looked everywhere for them. I heard you were in charge of the wedding plan, so I just wanted to ask you where we should sit. Do you know what happened to them?
Oh, really? There's no seats for you two. How unfortunate. We made sure that we invited every family member, though, so that's really strange.
I agree. Everyone here has their own seat but us. I guess we should ask one of the wedding coordinators for help then. Thanks, Martha.
The wedding coordinators won't be able to help you, Katie. Sorry, I just remembered. I didn't invite you guys to the wedding in the first place.
Huh? What do you mean? My mom and I came here thinking we were invited.
As I said to you before, we only invited family members to our wedding. That's why you were never invited.
Yes, I heard you correctly. You only invited family. Could you explain further, please, Martha? This doesn't explain why we weren't invited.
Oh my gosh, you're not getting it. I don't consider you two to be a part of our family, dummy. That's why.
Wait, what? Why? I'm the groom's younger sister, and our mom is here too.
Why? That doesn't matter. You people live off Nathan's money like parasites. Why do you think I would call you family? I'd never.
Huh? What are you saying, Martha? My mom and I don't leech off Nathan's money at all. You must be misunderstanding something.
Never. You really have the nerve to speak back at me? Don't deny what you're doing. It's obvious. Nathan's the CEO of his own company, and he's extremely successful. That's the only reason you guys are able to get by, isn't it? You're living a life full of comfort because he's providing everything for you too. Unlike you parasites, I have to support Nathaniel as much as I can when we get married. I need to fulfill my duty as his wife. That's why my first step in being his wife is to get rid of you completely. I need to eliminate you to have the best marriage I can with him.
This is a huge misunderstanding. You're wrong. My mom and I work diligently. We have our own jobs and a steady income. We're successful enough that Nathan doesn't provide a penny to us. Of course he could, but he doesn't have to. On top of that, my mother has worked so hard to raise my brother and I by herself. She became a single mother after our dad passed away. I couldn't care less what you say about me, but don't you dare talk about my mother like that. You better stop slandering her.
Thanks for reminding me. Her being a single mother is another reason to not invite you to the wedding.
What do you mean by that? What's wrong with being a single mother? She worked so hard for her children.
A bottom feeder like you wouldn't realize it, but take a look at the countless renowned business executives attending our wedding today. To have a single mother and her child who look like two needy beggars at a wedding like this? It's an absolute disgrace to the other guest. As soon as you two are here, the dignity of this ceremony is gone. You're single-handedly turning it into a low-level wedding.
If you're calling my mom and I needy beggars, then by your standards, Nathan should be one too. So why are you marrying him and berating us? We were born and raised in the same environment, by the same single mother. What's the difference between him and us? You're not making any sense.
I make perfect sense, Katie. Don't disregard my logic. He was raised in the same environment as you are, and that just shows how successful he is. It means he escaped from his disadvantaged family and environment to build his own company and become CEO. He's much more civilized than you two are.
Martha, the things you just said are awful. Don't you know, both my brother and I are proud to be raised by the hand of our mother. We love her and look up to her the most. Don't make illogical assumptions according to your measure, because you don't know anything about our family.
Uh-oh. Do you really think you can speak to me like that? Have you forgotten how much of a low level you are? You know, I was about to get your seats for the wedding prepared in an instant. I guess I won't be doing that anymore now that you're acting out of line.
Stop with the lies already. Your behavior is so much worse. It's beyond impolite of you to not have our seats prepared in the first place. We're Nathan's family.
Fine. Okay. Could you quit yapping already and just leave our wedding venue immediately? That's in order. You're such a nuisance. You two don't belong at a high-level wedding ceremony like ours. Pick up your feet and get on out of here.
No way you're doing this. My mom has been so excited for her son's wedding. Do you know how long she's waited for this? She can't wait for it to begin, and yet you have the nerve to kick us out?
It doesn't matter. I couldn't care less about your mother's feelings. You don't belong here. You never have. A single mother and her child are nothing but poor beggars. You leeches. Get out of my wedding.
I can't believe this is actually happening. I didn't know you were like this at all, Martha.
Katie, are you at the wedding venue yet? Just wanted to check in on you. I peeked around the venue from backstage, and I don't think I saw you guys yet.
Oh, Nathan, hi. Don't worry. We're at the venue already. It's just that...
You're here? Great! Were you able to find your seats yet? They're supposed to have your name on it. Just sit and wait until the ceremony begins, okay? Martha's in the back acting all hectic. I guess she's still preparing things for the wedding. Wow, it's been so long since we planned this wedding. Can't believe it's going to start soon. Things are so chaotic over here, though. I hope things start on schedule.
I see. Take it easy, okay, Nathan? I also understand that you're in a rush, but...
We are. I'm exhausted. But I'm so glad that we were able to make this day happen. I didn't expect this wedding to be so extravagant. That must be what's causing all this fuss. I don't think we need it to be this big of an event, though. As long as you and Mom are watching me, I don't care how luxurious the wedding is. What matters to me the most is you two, okay?
Do you really mean that, Nathan?
Of course I do. I mean, I was such a burden to you two in the past, but you've continued to support me.
Why are you saying you burdened me? I get it if you're saying you were a burden to Mom, but why the both of us?
Well, I was originally supposed to help Mom with her work. But instead, I was too stubborn and decided to try establishing my own business. I think that decision was pretty selfish. In the end, you had no choice but to help Mom with her work. And that's why I was a burden to you too, Katie.
You don't have to worry about that at all, Nathan. I was always saying that I wanted to help Mom with her job, even before you decided to try establishing your own company.
Well, yeah, I guess you were. I remember that. But as the older brother, I was supposed to step up and help you guys out. Instead, I was the one always causing you trouble. I know I'm repeating myself, but it was selfish of me to choose my company over helping Mom out.
I don't think it's selfish at all, Nathan. Your business turned out fine and Mom got help from me. We both were able to accomplish our goals.
Katie, that means a lot to me. Thanks for always being there for me. Now that I'm already married, I promise to keep my family at the top of my priorities. I'll talk about my commitment to you guys during the wedding speech, so I want you two to listen to it.
Thank you, Nathan. I can't wait to hear it, but we might not be able to listen to your speech entirely.
Huh? Are you guys in trouble? Didn't you say you were at the venue?
Yeah, we're at the wedding venue, but there aren't any seats for us here.
What? Why not?
Did Martha not tell you?
No, she didn't. Martha's in charge of all the wedding preparation, and she's been busy ever since. So I haven't spoken to her in a while. I'm going to talk to wedding coordinators as soon as possible. Wait until I get your seats, okay?
No, there's no need to do that. The coordinators can't change anything.
Huh? Why not?
This isn't their fault. This was no mistake in the first place. It's all something that Martha orchestrated. She never invited us to the wedding. Plus, she wants us out of here.
What? Why would she do something like that?
I know, it's confusing for you right now, so I'll explain it to you in detail, okay? Martha, are you really sure that we can't attend the wedding? I mean, can't you change your mind about this? My mom is asking you to think it over.
You parasites really don't know when to stop. You're so annoying. Tell your mom that uninvited guests aren't allowed to stay any longer. I'm not changing my mind about this. When I said you can't attend, you can't attend. How can I make my message more clear for you? Hurry up and get out of our wedding venue. Do what I say, you filthy peasants. Make sure to hide your faces when you walk out. If the business leads even get one glance of you guys, Nathan's reputation will be ruined. You're putting his image in danger.
I really don't think that would happen. Aren't you exaggerating a little?
I'm not. I have every reason to be worried about this. I don't think you would know, but for the super wealthy, their public image is very important.
I won't deny that's true, but that's an overstatement. I think you're overreacting a little. Why are you going out of your way to kick us out? Wouldn't things go more smoothly if you just handed us some seats? Now that I think about it, if you don't like single parents that much, why would you marry Nathan in the first place? It doesn't add up.
Isn't it obvious? It does add up. It's because he's a CEO. He's filthy rich. I can't wait to be the wife of a business elite.
That's all? You didn't marry him for any other qualities that he has?
Of course I didn't. There isn't anything else about him that I like or care about. What did you want me to fall in love with his personality? Don't make me laugh. The only strong point that Nathan has is his wealth. He doesn't have much else, does he? I mean, I wouldn't even glance at him if it weren't for his status. That's why I was kind enough to marry him, even though he's the child of a single mother. I'm doing charity work here. That's why, to repay me for my kindness, Nathan has to make better money and be more successful. It's only fair.
You're saying that you only married Nathan for his money? You manipulated him. Nathan genuinely loves you, and he doesn't deserve to be treated like this.
Fair. Of course. And to keep all his money to myself, I need to get rid of you two first. You're a burden to me. You and your peasant mother. Hands off his money.
I'll say this as many times as I need to, until you understand what I've been repeating to you all this time. My mom and I don't care how much Nathan makes or what his status is, as long as he's making a living. We love him for who he is, and we don't hog his money.
Me? How could I ever believe the words that just came out of your mouth? Let me guess. You two are probably working part-time jobs. I bet you're living from paycheck to paycheck and barely getting on with what you have. Am I wrong? Poor, lazy people like you are eventually going to need to cozy up with someone to leech off their cash. In your case, it's going to be Nathan. Before the inevitable happens, I'm going to exterminate both of you. And this wedding is already off to a great start.
I thought you really loved my brother, Martha. I believed you. But it turns out you were tricking us all along. You better apologize to Nathan, you manipulator.
Oh, shut up. Your standards are too high. Do you really think it's possible to love someone for something other than their money and status?
Every person doesn't think like you, Martha. I'm starting to see your true colors, and they're looking pretty ugly. You're an awful person.
Oh, cut it out already. You're wasting my precious time. Quit stalling around and get out.
Fine, my mom and I are going home now. If something bad happens to you, just know it's all your fault. I know karma's going to hit you soon. When it does, don't come running for help.
Katie, are you heading home now like I told you?
Yes, we are. Don't mind us. We're already far from the wedding venue.
You are? Well done. I need to talk to you about something.
That's fine. We were just walking, but we're in the taxi right now. Didn't you say you were busy, though? I thought you were angry that I was wasting your time.
Yes, I'm pretty busy, but this is more important, okay? I've been wanting to talk to you about it ever since Nathan and I got engaged. It's really important for you to understand. Your mom is also involved in this, so make sure to tell her about it when we're finished.
What is it, Martha? What's so important?
Now that Nathan and I are married, you have to promise me that your mom will never come near us. Forever. Don't even think about getting involved.
Do you think Nathan's going to be okay with that? You're telling him to never interact with his mom and sister again. It sounds like a huge ask.
I know he'll be fine with it. I haven't mentioned it to him yet, but I'm very confident. I wanted to tell you this now because I didn't want to argue about our deal later on. Once Nathan agrees with this, you have to stay away from us and our money, okay? I know you and your greedy mother are going to try and take it.
If Nathan really wants this and agrees with the deal, then I'll do what you say. But if Nathan doesn't want this, I'm going to ignore it, because then I'll know that it's just another one of your unsolicited and selfish opinions. I don't need a stranger to interfere with our family matters. We've got it handled by ourselves.
I see. It's all right if you ignore it for now, but Nathan will obey me. My opinion becomes his opinion. He always does what I say.
That's not true at all. Don't talk about my brother like he's some kind of puppet to you.
That's because he is. Oh, speaking of which, we're also going to cut ties with you. I'll say this again. Make sure to not reach out to us and get involved ever in your lifetime. Katie, what the hell did you do to our wedding? What happened?
Hi, Martha. What's up? Did the wedding ceremony not start yet?
It's scheduled to start now, but there's no way it can begin if it stays like this.
That's a shame, Martha. You were working so hard on the preparations. Did something happen?
Yes, something happened. Don't act stupid. All of the important guests are gone. The venue used to be full of elite business executives, but now there's zero. There's only a handful of guests here. I know you were behind this, Katie. I asked around and heard that they left after you said something to them.
Oh, right. I talked to everyone before we left. If we're not attending the wedding, we figured the rest of the groom's family would be quite confused. It's my brother's wedding, after all. So I politely explained to them that the reason we couldn't attend anymore. I told them everything, Martha.
That doesn't explain why all the elites left. How do you know all those successful business executives? How were you related to them?
Those business executives were attending the wedding because they knew my mom was going to be there. They came for her.
Huh? Why would she be so important to them? How are two bottom feeders like you in touch with executives like them?
Well, that's where you got it all wrong, Martha. My mom is the owner of her company. She's in charge of the entire business.
What? She can't be! You're lying, right?
It's all true. I'm not lying at all here. I'll explain everything for you to understand. After my dad died, my mom took over his company. On top of that, she managed to improve the business performance by a significant amount. She was a change for the better. While she ran a successful business, she also made sure to take care of us and love us. It's why we respect her so much.
I've never heard of that story. Nathan's never told me. You're not fooling me with your fairy tales.
Are you calling me a liar?
Of course I am. There's no way I can believe such a frivolous story.
If that's the case, then why are all the guests gone? You saw it for yourself, right? It just proves how much of an important figure she is. She's the most respected person in her company.
Okay, I believe you, but do you really think doing something like this is morally justifiable? It's not okay.
What do you mean? What do you think I did wrong here?
Because of you guys, the wedding that we've been planning for over a year is done for. The guests have disappeared. What's a wedding without them?
That's not our fault. It's yours, Martha. It's crazy how you can't see that you're the one who destroyed this wedding ceremony.
No, quit blaming me. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything.
Aren't you the one who kicked us out of the wedding for things so unjustifiable? You berated and assumed we were poor, greedy beggars. We told the guests about what you said to us. All your illogical reasons to kick my mom and I out of this wedding. Can't you realize that you're the real reason this wedding is over? All because you think you have the right to rule over us and be a control freak.
No, that's not true at all. You and your mom provoked me to do this. Plus, I have the right to kick you out because I'm the bride today.
We didn't provoke you. You're scared we'll lay hands on Nathan's money, but we aren't. So you're in the wrong to blame for us for what happened today. If you have the time to be irresponsible and berate us again, then why don't you continue on with the wedding? It took a while to plan after all, didn't it?
You can't be serious. If you want the wedding to start, then call back those guests and have them attend the ceremony again. That's the only way this will go on.
I'm not doing that. The wedding is irrelevant to us now. You kicked us out, remember? We're not a part of it anymore. Besides, the guests left at their own will. We didn't force them to leave, and we're obviously not going to force them to come back. You should be thankful they showed up in the first place. Now, why don't you continue your wedding with the few guests you have left?
Quit joking around with me, Katie. I can't believe what you've done. It's awful. Don't you think Nathan's going to be shocked at this? He's going to be heartbroken. Nathan was just as excited as me for this wedding to happen.
I already told you. The guests chose to leave the wedding at their own will.
I'll find him and tell him all the wretched things you've done.
What are you going to tell them?
The truth! I'll tell him that you ruined the wedding with your stupid antics.
That's not the truth. I know without a doubt that Nathan wouldn't believe that.
Oh, just wait until you see what happens. That man believes every word that comes out of my mouth. He completely trusts me and never questions what I say. When he hears about this, he'll be determined to cut ties with you and your mom. Prepare to part your ways with him.
I don't think that would happen either. He values us much more than you think. In the end, what you do is up to you. So, do whatever you want.
Oh, Katie, you're going to regret this. I'm going to tell him right now. Nathan, oh my gosh, you've got to help me. There's been a problem. All the guests have left the venue and gone home. Our wedding ceremony barely has any guests anymore. I don't think we can go on with the wedding like this.
What? Martha, are you okay? Why would that happen?
That's exactly what I was wondering. So I asked around, and it turns out that your mom and Katie have been slandering me. They spread malicious lies about me. So many that the guests on your side of the family became disappointed with me and left. They thought I was a good person before, but now they think I'm evil for no reason. Just all lies.
Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Do you know why Mom and Katie would say that to the guest?
Well, yeah. You see, I never told you this before, but your mom and Katie have always been mistreating me. They're my bullies.
Oh my gosh. Were they really doing that to you?
They really were. It's the truth. They've both always put me down and insulted me when you weren't around. I'm glad I finally have the courage to tell you.
Thanks for telling me, but why would they do that? Mom was a lady that you and I were getting married.
Yeah, it only seems like she is. She only acts like that to your face, Nathan. She wants you on her side, but not me. She's lying to you. Behind your back, she's always trying to prevent us from getting married. I mean, she's abusive to me, so I get discouraged to marry into your family.
I'm sorry. This is all so hard to believe my mom could ever do something like that. I need you to elaborate. Can you think of any reason why this could happen?
Nathan, I know you don't want to believe it, but this is the truth. I'll explain why it's all happening, okay? This is difficult to say to you, but your mom's company is in debt right now. It's at risk of going bankrupt at any time. The debt is really heavy. The only option she has right now is to try to ask for your company's money. You have to be cautious with her, Nathan. When I discovered what she was trying to do, I tried to stop her. I didn't want her to hurt you. But now that's backfired. She wants to get me out of her way.
Martha, be honest with me. Are you sure this is really going on?
Hey. Of course it is. I'm your wife, Nathan. You have to believe me.
Sorry, but it's impossible to believe you.
What? Why? Why can't you believe me just this once?
I never told you, but my company is a subsidiary of my mom's company. At first, I was the CEO.
What? A subsidiary company? You're kidding, right?
CEO of my startup company, but I didn't have what it takes to continue running it. My liabilities just kept growing to the point where things were looking pretty grim. My mom realized what was going on and acted quickly. She turned my company into her subsidiary. By doing that, she took responsibility for all my company's liabilities. For that reason, I know my mom wouldn't want my company's money. She already sacrificed so much for me, so it wouldn't make any sense at all.
I can't believe this.
Besides, I already know that you were the one who kicked my mom and Katie out of the wedding. My sister told me everything you've done to them.
You've already spoken to her? So you were pretending like you didn't know all along?
I wanted to know if you would actually lie to me. And you did. Wow. I can't imagine the other lies you've told me in the past. I can't trust you anymore. Listen, Martha. Katie and my mom are my precious family. They've been my favorite people for decades. I love them, and I'll never forgive you for disrespecting them.
Oh, Nathan, just wait a second. Please don't get so mad at me. I'm your wife. Right now we have to think about how to go on with our wedding. There's only a few guests out there, but we can still make it happen.
Shut up, Martha. I can't believe you would still want to continue with our wedding. I just never want to hear you speak again. You've betrayed me and hurt my family. Don't you ever contact me again.
Oh no, what do I do now? I can't contact Nathan anymore. Did he block me? My text messages aren't going through.
I'm not surprised he'd do that to you, Martha. Look at what you've done. I told you, there's no way Nathan would have believed your lies or forgiven you for them. You're looking down on Nathan. You're underestimating him and who he really is. He's not nearly as naive as you think he is.
It's okay, he'll come around eventually. He'll never want to let me go, so I guess we can cancel the wedding for now. It's getting late anyway. I'll tell the remaining guests that too. My side of the family is still sitting and waiting for the wedding to begin.
I agree. I think that's the right thing to do. I know you must have put so much into your wedding, but we can't turn back time.
You don't have to comfort me, Katie. I'm starting to not care about the wedding anymore. I started thinking about what's most important to me, and even without a wedding, the fact that I'm the wife of a CEO doesn't change. Why should I even complain about anything? I'm every bride's dream right now. I've already won in life.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot to tell you about that little dream of yours, too.
You still have more to say to me? Great. What is it? Hurry up and tell me. I have some guests to tend to. I'm busy.
All right, I'll tell you briefly then. My brother's company is going bankrupt. It's on the brink of collapsing.
What? Bankrupt? What are you talking about?
Ever since he was young, Nathan tried to establish his own company and grow it. He put all his effort into it. However, it didn't go very well, so it became a subsidiary of our mom's company. Even though it helped a little, it was barely surviving. His financial position still didn't improve, so his company is going to be insolvent soon.
Wait, so his company isn't collapsed yet? That's good. It can be revived again, right? I doubt Nathan would just accept that his company is going to end.
No, you're wrong. Nathan chose to end the company. He's not trying to save it anymore.
What's wrong with him? I thought he would be ambitious to turn it back around. Then what happens to him? Is he just going to be unemployed from now on?
Nope, we actually decided to hire him into our company. He'll be employed with a stable income. Unfortunately for you, though, he's not a CEO anymore.
Ugh, why wouldn't he ever tell me anything about this? I would have thought our marriage through if he had just told me first.
He didn't tell you because he's an honest man. He thinks you love him for who he is and not for his status as CEO. He doesn't know that you married him for his money. I don't blame him. I didn't think you were a selfish gold digger at first. You seemed so polite. Just to let you know, there's still unfinished paperwork to settle the insolvency of the company. So he's not going to be hired yet, but rather a bit more into the future. He's going to be unemployed for the time being.
Okay, but your company is a major corporation, right? That means he'll still have a good enough income once he begins to work there, right?
Well, yes, that's how it would go. His salary would obviously be lower than when he was a CEO, but I'm guessing it'll be way above the annual average.
Good to hear. If that's true, then I'm fine with it. I'm glad he's still a rich man. Besides, he's working for his family company. That means he'll eventually become CEO, even if it's years from now, right? I'm very pleased with this. Well, of course, I don't know how long it'll take until he's CEO again, but I don't mind waiting. I don't mind at all. This is all working for me. I'm blessed. Let your mother know that I look forward to continuing our relationship.
What happened to cutting ties with us? I remember you were so determined to do that, and to make me promise we wouldn't go near you.
Oh, did I say that? I mean, it doesn't count because it happened so long ago. Just forget about that, okay? I don't mean it anymore.
Is that so? Well, I should tell you forget about that dream of you having to marry a CEO. You see, my brother becoming a CEO in the future are slim to none.
Huh? Why? This isn't making sense.
After Nathan failed to run his business a couple of times, he came to the conclusion that he doesn't have what it takes to manage a company. He's already told our mom that he wouldn't be the CEO of her company in the future. You know, just to clear things up for her. She didn't mind at all.
Nathan? I can't believe him. I thought he was more ambitious than that.
Well, everyone has their weaknesses. Nathan wasn't fit to be a CEO. I'm more suited for it. Speaking of which, the next CEO is going to be me.
You? Katie? You're the CEO in line?
Yes, I am. After I graduated from university, I wanted to do more to help my mom with her business. So I moved to New York City to study business. I started entrepreneurial ventures and worked on consulting projects for other businesses. It was nice to have some real work experience. At my current position, I've already utilized my skills in our company and made significant progress. Without a doubt, I'm 100% ready to be the next CEO of our company. I have what it takes.
Oh, I see how things are going to be. Then let's make sure to stay close, okay? We should continue supporting each other, as sister-in-laws.
No, we won't. I can see right through your tactics, Martha. Don't think you'll get a penny out of me. I'm not as gullible as you think. Besides, I won't be seeing you anymore.
Why not, Katie? I might have been a bit insensitive to you, but I promise I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, okay? You don't have to hate me so much for it. We're going to be sister-in-laws for a significant amount of time, aren't we? There's no harm in being friendly with each other.
Our relationship ends here, Martha. This is the last day of us being in contact.
No, you're misunderstanding. What I said about cutting ties with you and your mom was a joke, okay? Why are you so easily offended?
It's not just that. I just got a message from Nathan a bit ago. We won't be meeting anymore for sure. Martha, he's told me he's divorcing you.
What? This is a joke, right? This can't be happening.
Didn't you notice? He's furious about what happened today. He doesn't trust you anymore either. He's already left the wedding venue and gone to the county clerk's office to fetch his divorce papers.
No, you better stop him right now. Convince him to come back to the wedding venue and talk to me.
Why would I? My mom and I wholeheartedly agree with his decision to divorce you. It's what's best for him.
Wait a second. What am I going to do with... Oh, I haven't told anyone this, but last week I went to the shopping mall and I went on a huge shopping spree. I bought a mountain of luxury brand clothes and bags. I figured it would be okay because I'd be married to a CEO really soon and we would share a bank account as a couple. But now my husband is gone, his money is gone, and I need to pay them off by next month. Oh my gosh, I'm in deep trouble. Please, could you postpone the divorce? Just by a little bit.
I'm so glad that you told me that. Now we can make sure that Nathan will divorce you even quicker. He shouldn't have to pay all of that off for you.
Wait, please, just wait. Don't abandon me, Katie, please, I'm begging you.
I see that you've dug a hole for yourself. That's a bummer. Well, sorry to burn you out even more, but Nathan is charging you with the wedding fees today, including the cancellation fees. So don't forget to prepare a paycheck for that too.
No way. This is a joke, right? You're just saying this to scare me.
No, I'm not. He's serious about it. You should be getting an invoice soon.
Please, Katie, could you tell him that I need to talk to him right now? I just need a word with him. Please, just ask him.
That's not happening. I'm saying this to you one last time. Don't ever get involved with our family again. You tried to live off Nathan's money like a parasite. How do you expect us to call you family?
Katie? Katie, please don't shut me out. What am I supposed to do now?
Hi, Katie. I sent the divorce papers to Martha's house.
Wow, that's pretty quick.
Yeah, I didn't think it'd be good to drag it out.
Good on you. Do you think she'll accept the divorce?
I don't know, but if she doesn't, I'll do whatever it takes to make her sign them. I'm so sorry, Katie. I'm sorry for letting Martha hurt you and Mom. I didn't realize the person she truly was.
No, don't worry about this, Nathan. Because of this, you were able to see her true colors and break up with her. It was all worth it. I'm glad it turned out this way.
I always end up troubling you and Mom, don't I? From here on out, I'm going to work the hardest I can in order to make it up to you two. You've always helped me, especially with the wedding and the bankruptcy.
I think you can do whatever you put your mind to, Nathan. But you need to be better at discerning the good people from the bad. If not, you'll get into some big trouble again. Be more careful, okay?
Okay, Katie, I will. I really need that advice.
What was waiting for Martha was an unbearable tsunami of debt. She still had her credit card loans and the fees for the wedding left unpaid. It was all too much for her to pay off. As a result, Martha went crying to her parents to beg them for money. However, as they already heard of the events that led up to her divorce, they refused to help her. So, Martha was forced to handle her immense debt on her own. As someone who's never worked a day in her life, she was unqualified to work almost everywhere. She had a difficult time looking for a job, and it took her weeks to do so. Even after being hired, her wage was too low. She realized she needed more income to cover her living expenses and pay off her debt simultaneously. So she decided to become an escort. She worked night and day to please her customers. As of now, she lives in her tiny apartment complex and is still struggling to make ends meet. On the other hand, ever since Nathan began working for our company, we've collected the highest income ever. Nathan wasn't fit for managing a business. He's gone through many hardships in the past. However, the way he works so diligently at his new job has set a great example for his coworkers. He's really changed the atmosphere here. Nathan and I work every day to grow our mom's company. Our dream is to expand it and watch it reach new heights. Now's our time to repay her for all she sacrificed for us.
Julia, your house is so amazing. I really like it. So, from today, I'm going to live here, okay? You're okay with that, right? I mean, you can't tell a pregnant woman like me to leave, can you?
Come again? Are you being serious right now, Anna?
I'm serious. I mean, look around you. It's such a nice house. It's starting to grow on me a lot. It's so spacious and cozy. If I stay here, I feel like I could give birth really comfortably. Besides, I need people to look after me. I'm pregnant, remember? It'd be better to have our whole family take care of me. That way it'd be easier for everyone.
Aren't you the one who barged into our house this morning? I didn't think you were still in here. Anna, don't you owe money to your mother, father, and even your brother Neil? You're not getting it. You ran away.
Why are you bringing that up now, Julia? What's the problem?
You ran away from town after they lended you money, right? I'm just shocked that you have the nerve to come back to your hometown without paying them back. You should be more responsible.
Money I borrowed from my family. I don't consider that debt. I'm not obligated to pay them back. It's common sense you can't owe a family member money. It's the same as them gifting it to me, you know? It's what families do for each other.
What kind of logic is that? It doesn't matter who the other party is. Even if they're a family member, you need to keep things in order.
Keep things in order? Stop, you sound like a mobster. You're making me laugh. I didn't know you were so uptight like that. Well, I doubt those three would even bother me. I mean, who in their right mind could charge a pregnant woman for money? Plus, it happened so long ago. At this point, I'm sure it's as good as gone. I have nothing more to worry about.
Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you'll be let off the hook for everything. You have to take responsibility for your choices.
You're still complaining about this? What are you going to do? Kick me out of your house? You wouldn't do something as cruel as that, would you? I mean, we're sister-in-laws, but I thought we were still family. If you go through with this, you're inhuman. I mean, dumping a pregnant woman out into the snowy depths of winter? Barbaric.
Ugh, the snake. Did you forget that you also owe me money? It's not just your parents and Neil.
Oh, did I? I don't seem to remember. It must have been so long ago that I forgot about it. Just let it go already. Besides, even if I did owe you money, which I probably don't, I'm pregnant, so it doesn't matter anymore. It would be absolutely monstrous of you to ask for money from a pregnant woman like me.
This is so infuriating. You're being so annoying, Anna. That reminds me, where's your husband gone? You do have a husband, correct?
My poor husband, Ryan. He's not with me because...
Because what? I mean, you're pregnant. Shouldn't he be looking after you? Tell me what your husband's up to. And tell me why he isn't together with you.
Haven't you heard? Brian's on a business trip right now. He's been working twice as hard to support the baby when it arrives. Isn't he so sweet? So with him gone, I want someone else to accompany me until I give birth. It's comforting always having someone to help you. That's why I came back to my hometown. My parents and Neil will always have my back.
Huh? Okay. Half a year after you leave your parents' home and you're already married? That's a pretty speedy wedding. Say, did you guys even have a wedding ceremony? I don't think we've attended it.
Why are you all up in my business? People my age get married all the time. It isn't so rare. Plus, it's my choice. What's important is that Brian is working on his business trip, so I'm all alone. So make sure to take good care of me, okay? My baby and I deserve the best treatment.
I'm going to be in for a long ride.
Oh, that reminds me. I ate everything in the freezer today, and I'm already getting hungry. Make sure to go shopping for more food and restock the freezer, okay?
Ride. What the hell? What do you mean you ate everything in the freezer? How?
Okay. You heard me correctly. By everything, I mean everything in that freezer. Don't judge me, okay? It's still my first trimester, and I just recovered from my morning sickness today. You know, I have a hearty appetite. I could eat a horse right now. I also have other things left on my shopping list, so could you buy those too? Let's see. I've got conditioner, hand cream, lip balm.
How? Huh? Why do I have to shop for you? I'm not your slave, am I?
I'm making perfect sense, Julia. You're the only one in the house other than me right now. You've got time on your hands anyway, right? You don't seem to be too busy.
You're not getting it, Anna. I work from home every day, so I'm not free at all. I'm super busy. Why'd you have to come on a weekday? At least on the weekend I'd have more leisure time.
Working from home? Well, that's not that different from leisure time, is it? You don't have places to be. Quit complaining. Just hurry up and go run errands for me. I'm sure your boss wouldn't even notice you're gone. There's no way you would tell a pregnant woman to go all by herself, right? That'd be unacceptable. You've got to have a kinder heart, Julia.
Okay, I just have to go to the store to get things right. Then you'll be satisfied with me?
Julia, you really don't have good taste in anything. Half of the things in your shopping bag are useless. I'm going to ask you to go shopping for my things again when it's nighttime. I'll be even hungrier by then. So when it's time to do that, just consider my preferences while you're at the store, okay? I hope you'll do better on the second try.
Oh my gosh, you're making me so angry, Anna. Seriously, what is your problem? Why are you so entitled?
And you're getting mad at a pregnant woman? That's a little out of line, isn't it? I didn't know how you were such a wretched person, Julia. You're showing your true colors.
I don't even want to waste my time on you any longer. I still have to work, so I'll talk to you later. I'm not getting out of my room for now, so it would really help if you don't text me anymore, okay? You've delayed my work, and I have so much to get done. Anna, were you in my room while I was gone at the store?
What? Why would you say that?
Well, if it's so much messier now than before I went to run your errands, that's really strange. It's just the two of us in my house still. The culprit has to be you. Anna, what were you even doing in my room? This is my house. Can't you respect my privacy?
Oh, nothing much. I was just looking around in your room. You know, exploring. I have every right to do so. This is the house I'm going to live in from now on. I need to know every little detail.
See? What happened to the envelope under my desk? It's gone. Did you seriously lay a hand on my money? You low-life criminal.
What? An envelope? What are you talking about? I don't know anything about an envelope. I never saw one in your room.
I know that you took it. You're such a liar. I keep my emergency savings in that envelope. Did you really have the audacity to steal my stash of money?
There's no way I would ever do that. I'm not a bad person like you think I am. I bet you lost it on your own, and you're blaming me for it to make yourself feel better. You're going crazy, aren't you? You're falsely accusing me, a pregnant woman, of theft. That's so awful of you. I didn't know you could go so low. I've already told you I'm being...
Tell the truth. If you admit what you did right now, I'll forgive you. That's the only way you'll earn my forgiveness. I'm giving you this one chance.
I'm being honest about this. I would never lie to anyone, especially my sister-in-law. If you're going to accuse me of stealing your secret stash of money, then you better give me the evidence. You sound like a lunatic right now. Treating me like a criminal without any sufficient evidence? That's a terrible thing to do to someone, you know that?
Whatever, I'll drop this for now. I don't care what happens to you anymore. It's not my problem. I'm tired of wasting time on you.
Oh my gosh, you're so scary. I've already told you that I'm innocent. Well, whatever you say, I guess. Anyhow, thanks for letting me stay here. I can't wait for you to continue helping me in the future. You're such a kind sister-in-law, Julia.
Of course, Anna. Stay here forever if you need to.
Oh, really? You mean that? You know, I appreciate how you're starting to know what I like. I'll gladly take you up on that offer. But then you have to promise me one thing. Quit complaining to my face and always do what I say. Have we got ourselves a deal?
Julia, did you really mean it when you said that we're moving out of here? I mean, we've been living here for decades. Why now?
I meant it. That woman is not budging from her room. She's stuck there as if she's glued to the floor. Besides, your mother and father are too soft-spoken to discipline her. That's how they've always been. They're usually afraid to say things upright. It's the same with you. Your sister looks down on you because she knows you won't force her to get out of here. Even if you did, she wouldn't listen to you.
You don't have to say it like that. I don't really expect her to do what I say, and there's a reason for that. I owe her what she did for me.
Yeah, you owe her one for when she saved you from a bully in elementary school. Elementary school! How many years has it been since then? It happened so long ago, and you still think you're indebted to her?
Well, I guess I get where you're coming from.
In any case, those mandatory tenant renovations are due soon. We were also discussing about living in a new place already, remember? So we're leaving this house as soon as possible. I asked your parents about this earlier, and they agreed with me. If you're with us on this, it's happening.
Where are we moving into next?
The high-rise apartment in front of the train station. We checked it out a while ago, remember? Apparently, there's still some rooms available. We were already considering it, so why not? We might as well, right?
A high-rise apartment. I like it. Starting to sound like a good idea. Maybe you're right. A little scary, but we could use the situation to our advantage and move into a new place. Oh, but the living costs are going to be... well, never mind. I think we'll be okay. I just have to work harder and earn more money.
I know there's a lot going through your mind right now. For the time being, let's just go through the screening process, okay? As our first step. If it helps, your mother and father were also super excited for this.
Ah, I see. Okay, we can try, I guess. To be honest with you, I'm also aggravated with Anna. First, she doesn't return the money I lent her, and now this. I'll gladly take this chance to get away from her.
Yay! Okay, now we can prepare to move out. Get your bags ready by the end of the month, okay? Don't forget anything. Just make sure to keep this a secret from Anna. If she figures out where our new address is, she might pull the same stunt on us. It'll all be for nothing. Do you understand, Neil?
Yeah, I understand. I'll start packing my bags and I won't say a word to her. I'm sorry, Julia. As a husband, I should be someone you can depend on. But I didn't do anything to help us. So, thanks for trying to fix this.
Yeah, Neil. You're the backbone of your family. You need to be more assertive so people don't walk all over you.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I'll try my best.
Hey, where did everybody go? Why have you been gone since this morning? I woke up and I haven't seen anyone here so far. The entire house is empty.
Oh, you noticed. Your parents as well as Neil and I have decided to move into a different apartment. It's your lucky day, Anna. You can stay in that house for as long as you need to.
Huh? You moved? I don't get this. Could you explain?
Was that not clear enough for you? The entire family, except you, moved out of that house. We moved to an entirely different city that's a little far from here. So unfortunately, we won't be seeing each other. The upside is you get to live in that house forever. That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
No, I don't understand this. What's going to happen to rent? Who's going to pay for it? Also, what about the household chores? Who's going to cook and clean and do laundry every day? How am I supposed to live in here?
Cooking and cleaning. Of course you're in charge of that now. You've done it before, right? You're also going to be in charge of rent. It's your responsibility as the sole resident of that house, okay?
What the hell? Why do I have to pay for rent? The house isn't even registered under my name. It's under yours. I'm nothing but a house guest. I'm not obligated to pay the rent here. A house guest should be living here for free.
Fine. If you don't want to pay rent that badly, you don't have to. I'm not forcing you. If that's the case, though, I'll have to terminate the lease in the condominium. You'll have to find a new house all by yourself.
What? I don't agree with this. It's unacceptable. How could you move out without consulting me first?
Well, who started living in our house without our permission in the first place?
You can't compare those two. That's one thing and this is another. We're family, right? You should be more accepting of me coming over to your house. You have such a low tolerance for me. It's unfair. Don't act so petty to me.
I don't care about your excuses. Nothing's going to work. Anyhow, you're in charge of how and where you're going to live from now on. So be responsible. We don't want to live with you anymore.
Are Mom and Dad saying the same thing? Did they agree to this?
Yes, of course. You've been so irresponsible and immature all these years that their patience for you has finally run out. They both have timid personalities, so they couldn't tell you that up front. But trust me, they're feeling the same way.
Why do they want me out of their house? I thought I was their daughter, and they shouldn't feel that way about me.
First, you skip out on paying debt to them and you run away. Then you had the audacity to come back to our home because it convenienced you. Not only that, but you've been acting overbearingly arrogant. No matter how kind your parents are, they'll grow sick of your antics eventually.
Hey, this is some kind of joke, right? You're just pranking me and you'll come back home later?
Do you really think we would clear out all our belongings in the house for a silly prank? That'd be ridiculous. We're not coming back to that house, Anna. You have to make sure to take care of yourself without our help, okay? You're an adult. You need to be independent.
Wait a minute, Julia. No way you're doing this to a pregnant woman. You're mistreating me. You're just going to abandon me like this? What you're doing is awful. You know that?
Ah, you're pulling this card again.
You monsters treating a pregnant woman like crap isn't going to fly. You're absolutely despicable. I don't even think you're a human for doing this. I'm going to let everyone know about this. If this gets online, I guarantee you're going to get into hot water.
Just because you're pregnant with a baby doesn't mean you get away with everything scot-free. Can't you understand that?
There's nothing to understand here. All I know is that you're a horrible person for abandoning a pregnant woman. Just because you hate me doesn't mean you can also hate my unborn child. Do you not care about what could happen to my baby when you dump us outside?
Oh, right, that baby you're pregnant with. I would indeed be worried about what could happen to it. That is, if you're even pregnant with a baby in the first place.
What are you talking about? I'm pregnant. Anyone could take a look at me and notice that.
Anna, how long are you going to keep your act up? It's been so long already. I know that there's no baby in your womb. You're pretending to be pregnant by stuffing things up your shirt. Everyone's known it from the beginning.
No. I haven't stuffed anything up my shirt at all. What are you talking about? I'm telling the truth. It's barbaric her accusing me of lying again. I'm a pregnant woman.
Oh, seriously, just cut it out already. Enough with these shenanigans. Do you really think we don't notice how the size of your baby bump changes day by day? Every time you tell us that you're pregnant in order to avoid chores and had to ask for favors, we'd all roll our eyes and think about how idiotic you sounded.
What? Did you really think I was an idiot? I didn't know you found out at all.
Anyone who takes one look at you can tell that you're a phony. I mean, you seriously thought you could trick us? You really made a fool out of yourself by doing this. You better not embarrass yourself even more by continuing to lie to me.
Well, it's your fault that you didn't tell me earlier. Then I wouldn't have had to embarrass myself in the first place. You're so mean. I was just humiliating myself for no reason and you didn't try to stop me.
That's a fair point. But honestly, it was just so amusing watching you act like you're pregnant. It was free entertainment for all of us. Besides, I didn't want to argue with you. That would waste my time and energy. I know that you like to talk back to people. Everyone knew you were faking it. Even the neighbors immediately figured out that your belly was fake.
Huh? Noticed? There's no way they could figure it out so quickly.
Actually, they saw your pillow fall from your belly onto the ground and you stuffing it back up your shirt. That's why they knew you weren't pregnant in an instant. What a joke.
What? Are you serious? This is so humiliating.
It really is. I'm glad you finally noticed. You should start being more aware of your actions, you know. One more thing. If you're going to trick us, at least put a little more effort into it.
Shut up already. Quit lecturing me on every little thing I did. You're not my parent.
I have to ask, why did you fake your pregnancy to begin with? What was the reason for it? To be fair, I can probably already guess why, but I want to hear it from you.
This has nothing to do with you, Julia, so just leave me alone already. Ugh. There's no point in trying to convince you any longer. No matter what I say, I know you won't come back to this house to take care of me. You're too stubborn. My brother, on the other hand, he'll do anything I say. He's very timid. I bet I can persuade him into returning and looking after me. Hi, Neil. I heard you guys moved out of the house. Are you really going to leave me home alone? I'm your little sister that you've adored all these years. You can't abandon me so easily, right? I'd be shocked if you could.
It's not that I abandoned you, Anna. I'm going to keep in touch. We just decided to move farther away from you. That's all. Not a big deal as you think it is, so don't worry.
Neil, I'm a pregnant woman. Leaving me here alone is a definition of abandoning me. I can't believe you could be this monstrous to me. Who would have thought that my own brother would betray me?
You're wrong, though. You weren't pregnant at all.
I am a pregnant woman. I don't know the lies you were told by Julia and your parents, but this is a fact. I'm pregnant. The rest of our family is trying to accuse me of faking my pregnancy when I didn't.
You can't fool me, Anna. I know for a fact that you were never pregnant. Don't try to pull this on me. Anyone who takes a look at you and your baby bump can tell that you were faking it.
Ugh. I guess my plan isn't working after all. Okay, I admit it. I was lying about my pregnancy, but there's something I haven't told you yet. My husband is on a business trip, and I was feeling really lonely and helpless. I couldn't stand to be by myself anymore. That's why I wanted to spend time with you guys, even if it was for a little while. I just wanted to be with my precious family. And what do you know? You abandoned me. This is all so awful.
Well, when I think about it that way, I'm starting to feel sorry for what we've done to you.
Right. We're finally coming to your senses? I shouldn't be treated like this. Neil, you're so kind-hearted. You'll come back here and care for me, right? Before you do that, I want you to talk to Mom and Dad to persuade them to return home, too.
What you're saying here is that you want all of us to go back to our old home?
Yes, but not all of you. Leave Julia behind. I don't need her anymore. She's so unbelievably mean to me. We should trick her into staying at the new house while you guys move back here. This is the only way she'd understand how I'm feeling right now.
You want to trick Julia?
Yes, it's simple. You leave her at your new house, while you, Mom, and Dad come back to our old house. That way, we can be united together again as a family. Just the four of us living happily ever after. What do you say? It's a good idea, right?
Yeah. I don't think that's a good idea, Anna. I can't betray Julia. She's my wife.
Neil, wake up! Who's more important here, our family or that woman? We're brother and sister. How could you prioritize Julia over me? Don't be so cruel.
I think it's a pity that you're feeling alone, Anna. But if you want me to be there for you as a brother, then I want you to return the money you owe me first.
What?
If you don't give me my money back to set things right, I don't think I can treat you like family anymore. It's not just me. You have to pay your money back to Mom, Dad, and Julia. You have to return it in full. It's your responsibility.
Nope, I don't think I have to return my debt to you, okay? We're family, so it doesn't even count as debt.
Nope. You can't keep acting like we'll forgive you for anything you do to us. You're not a child anymore, Anna. You need to be responsible for your promises. It's what's expected of an adult like you.
Did you already forget, Neil? When we were still kids, you were excluded from your friend group and bullied by them, and I helped you.
Yeah, of course I remember that. It was really kind of you, and even now I'm still thankful for it. But that incident happened in elementary school. It was so many years ago.
So what? Just because it was a long time ago, it doesn't matter anymore? Back then, I had to gather up so much courage to go against your bullies. I saved you, Neil, so I don't owe you anything. It makes us even, fair and square.
No, it doesn't make us even. You were really brave for helping me, but this is a separate issue than that. I remember you saying the same things when you asked me for money. I should have listened to you and not have lended it to you in the first place.
Why are you speaking to me like this? I didn't know you were so ungrateful. If I had known this would happen, I wouldn't have saved you from those bullies. You didn't deserve my help.
I have to agree with that. If I had known you would always bring this up and try to make me your slave, I wouldn't have wanted to be saved either. Being ostracized from my friend group is better than what our relationship has turned into.
Huh? You really have the nerve to say that to me? I'm your hero! Do you know how much courage I had to muster up in order to help you?
Relax, Anna. I was just joking. As an adult, I'm still really grateful for you helping me in that situation. As a brother, I love you and care deeply about you.
If you feel that way for me, then don't just leave me here alone. Hurry up and help me already.
You're getting it all wrong. I can't afford to spoil you any further because I love you and care about you. I need to raise you right. I want you to admit you're wrong for not returning our money to us and make a change for the better.
Ready. Quit treating me like this. It's condescending. I haven't done anything that requires an apology. Why can't you just accept me for who I am? I should have never saved you from your bullies if it was going to turn out like this. And unlike you, I mean it. If I hadn't helped you that day, who knows what those boys would have done to you. I bet things would have been so much worse.
Yeah, they might have been. But just now, you were trying to trick Julia and turn the whole family against her. I think you're just as bad as those bullies who treated me like I was some kind of outsider. You tried to exclude Julia from our family.
No, those are separate issues.
All this time, you might have looked down upon me and assumed I would forgive you for everything. But this time, I'm not changing my mind. I'm not going to help you, Anna. I'll stand by what I said.
But aren't you excluding me from the family by abandoning me in our old house? Aren't you just as bad as those bullies too? You can't complain about what I've done. You've done the same thing.
No, I didn't. Ugh. Shut your mouth already. You were the one that started living in our house without letting us know. In any case, you have to admit that you were wrong for what you've done to us and apologize. You got it?
Julia, I'm sorry for what I've done to you. You have to believe me. I really regret everything. Please, I'm begging you, just listen to what I have to say.
There's no point in listening to you any longer. We've already moved out of our old house. What's done is done. There's no turning back now. Speaking of which, weren't you saying you wanted to speak to Neil instead of me? I thought you said it was meaningless to talk to me.
Neil blocked me. I can't believe. He's my brother. He's so pathetic. He cut me off after I said some things that inconvenienced him. What a loser.
I see. You know, it's not his duty to help you, and it isn't mine either. That's why I told you to handle things on your own when things start going left. Remember that?
Okay, fine. If that's what I have to prove, I'll return the emergency cash that I stole from you earlier. That'll be a sign of my remorse. I was the one who took it. You were right.
Ah, I knew it. I knew you were trying to trick me again with your lies.
But I didn't go into your room to steal it. I randomly came across your money. Please, Julia, I'll pay you back everything I stole from you. So I'm begging you to forgive me.
Returning it is only basic courtesy, so there's no need for you to expect thanks. The real issue is that you stole from me in the first place. I'm not obligated to help a stealing liar at all. In fact, it should be the other way around.
What? Wait, just please. There's a reason behind why I'm doing these things. I didn't want to tell this to anyone, but Ryan is having an affair on his business trip. The two of them ran off together, and I don't know when he'll come back.
Huh? Ryan? Is that your husband?
Yes, I was abandoned by my husband too. That's why I came back to my hometown. I'm so heartbroken and lost right now. You have to help me. If you guys abandon me too, I don't think I would be able to recover from it.
Isn't your husband's name Brian?
Huh?
Didn't you say that your husband's name was Brian last time? Now you're saying it's Ryan. It isn't adding up. When did your husband change his name from Brian to Ryan?
What? Oh, my mistake. That was just a typo. Sorry if my finger slipped.
You're not married like you said you were, aren't you? No wonder nobody was invited to your wedding. You just wanted money to spend on fun, and so you came back to your parents' house. There you pretended to be pregnant so that everyone would be kind enough to take care of you. You lied about being married so your plan could work. You'd do anything to avoid adult responsibilities to get pampered and spoiled, wouldn't you?
If that was the case, what would you think of me?
I would think that you're a pitiful liar, which you are.
Yeah, I guess I saw that coming. I'm really going to tell the truth now, okay? I made some bad choices, and now I have a lot of debt that I need to pay off. That's mainly why I came back to my hometown, to get help from my family. It's to the point where I can barely get by. I live paycheck to paycheck.
I understand. Paying it off must be a hassle, even more so when you add the debt you owe to your family. You must be so deep in debt right now.
Check. What? You're not going to help me? What's wrong with you? How could you be so cold to me? Don't you even have an ounce of compassion?
You know, I haven't told you this yet, but I'm pregnant.
What?
It's only been 2 months, so my baby bump isn't very prominent. I may not look like it, but I'm pregnant. Unlike you, I want to stop speaking back to me and trying to fool me into helping you. Do you understand? I've had enough of you and your lies. Are you going to talk back to me? I guess not. You can't possibly complain to a pregnant woman like me, can you? Afterwards, I ended up blocking Anna's phone number. The 4 of us then finished moving into our new high-rise apartment without any problems. After a while, rumors caught up to us. Allegedly, Anna became unable to pay off her rent in due time, leading her to be evicted with nowhere to go. While fleeing from debt collectors every day, she began to live a homeless life on the streets. Despite this being the consequences of her own actions, I was pretty worried for her when I heard about her new way of life. However, it is said that she is somehow managing to survive by pretending to be pregnant once again. I find it amusing that she opted for the same plan. Several months after this incident with Anna, I safely delivered my baby. At present, I'm living with Neil, my in-laws, and my newborn daughter. The 5 of us have a half-bee life together. Both my in-laws and Neil still have a difficult time standing up for themselves. So I learned that I need to be stronger for them, especially to prevent something like this from happening again. I wouldn't want our family to be dragged into any more trouble. Kristen, may I talk to you for a quick second?
Oh, sure. What's up? Is everything all right?
I want to congratulate you on you and Cameron's marriage. It's so nice seeing the 2 of you so happy at this wedding.
Thanks, Tanya. Everyone's going to have a blast. It's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime party. We finally got hold of an extravagant venue right here in Paris.
Yes, I can see that. It's great. The problem is, there's no seats prepared for my mom and I.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My mom and I have no seats. It's strange because everybody else is already seated. It's packed in here. Sorry to bother you when you're busy. I wanted to ask you first because I don't think the staff here speak English. Is this some kind of mistake? Should I notify the wedding coordinators about this?
I'm so shocked right now.
It's okay. Mistakes like this are bound to happen, especially because of the language barrier. I'm sorry to bother you, Kristen. We'll deal with this by ourselves. Just focus on your wedding, okay? Good luck out there.
No, Tanya, you've misunderstood. I'm not shocked that there's no seats available for you and your mom.
What do you mean? What else are you shocked about?
I'm shocked that the 2 of you came to our wedding in the first place.
What are you talking about? Of course we'd attend your and Cameron's wedding. This is a big day for him and our family. My younger brother is all grown up and he's going to get married. My mom and I wouldn't miss it for the world. So, why are you shocked that we would come here?
I'm shocked because I went through the trouble to have our wedding in Paris, just so you wouldn't be able to attend. But you're here despite that. I thought you were too poor to make it here, but now you've ruined my plan. Oh, the penniless family who's fully intent on leeching off of my husband has arrived in Paris at last.
Leech off your husband? Kristen, what are you going on about?
Quit pretending like you don't know what I'm talking about. Acting clueless isn't going to fool me. I see right through you and your mother's evil schemes.
Hold on a minute. Don't jump to conclusions, Kristen. We only came to celebrate you and Cameron's wedding ceremony. We have no bad intentions for him at all.
In that case, how did you pay your travel expenses from the U.S. to Paris? You came here by plane, correct? I know that's quite out of your budget.
Travel expenses? Well, Cameron was kind enough to pay for us. I'm so grateful because we couldn't have made it here without him.
See, that's what I mean, Tanya. You're only proving my point here. Ultimately, you're going to continue to depend on Cameron to pay for everything under the sun, aren't you? Your rent, your food, your leisure, everything. Just like you forced him to pay off your travel expenses. You're going to mooch off him forever.
What? All these assumptions are absurd. We have no intention of depending on Cameron financially. You see, when Cameron told us that he was going to have this wedding in Paris, Initially, we knew that my mom and I didn't have the means to come here, so we were thinking of not attending. Hearing that, Cameron said he wants us to attend his wedding by all means possible. As a result, he ended up paying for our travel cost. You're misunderstanding us. We never forced him to provide money for us. We never have.
How do you expect me to believe you? I won't. You two are always trying to live off of other people's money. That's all you needy beggars think about.
That's not true at all. You're misunderstood about all of this, Kristen.
I'm not misunderstanding anything. It's true that you're leeching off my husband. As a wife, it's my job to support Cameron. That means I have to protect him from your determination to use him for his money. That's why I'm not going to overlook your high-handed behavior anymore. Cameron is a top-tier physician working at an elite university-affiliated hospital. He's one of the highest-earning workers in this country. I'll never forgive you if you exploit his income, Tanya. I'm his wife, so his money is all mine.
I already told you. I don't intend on stealing his money at all. How many times do I have to repeat myself for you to believe me? You're a nurse working in the same hospital as Cameron, right, Kristen?
Fine. Yes, I am. I'm an exceptional nurse. I rank highly in my workplace.
Exactly. It's strange that you're so controlling about how Cameron spends his money, especially since you're earning a lot yourself. Your frustration with him helping us makes it seem like you value his money more than anything. We thought you wouldn't be like that given your success. It's disappointing to say the least. I'm shocked by your reckless assumptions about our family.
Please. Whatever. What I say is true. You're really lucky to have me, you know. You care a lot about Cameron, and I'll do everything to support his career and lifestyle. To do that, I just need to get rid of you two first. If you really value your brother, then you have to cooperate with me on this. You really had the audacity to come to our wedding ceremony in Paris, huh? Too bad, because there's 0 seats prepared for you.
So you admit it. Us not being allowed to attend this wedding, it's all your handiwork.
Yes, it is, and I'm proud of what I've done. Wow, you're actually smart enough to realize that this was my plan all along. Our wedding ceremony today is extremely lavish. I mean, just take a look around you and it's not hard to see. We've spent months planning this wedding, and it's even in Paris. Frankly, it would be a waste to have you impoverished lowlives as guests. Besides, today's wedding is full of big shots from the healthcare industry, including the head chief of our hospital. If a beggarly family like you sticks around, the quality of this wedding is going to plunge. Hurry up and leave this place, both you and your mother. That's a command.
Hi, Tanya. The wedding's going to start in a little bit. I'm so excited. Where are you right now? Did you and Mom make it to the wedding venue yet?
Yeah, we've arrived. I honestly thought we would be late because we couldn't communicate with the taxi driver at all. But we got here on time.
Thank goodness. I was really worried that you would get lost on the way. This is your first time in Europe after all. Who knows what could go wrong?
I'm so glad we made it too. The valet at our hotel was kind enough to talk to the taxi driver for us. I was so worried because we don't know a lick of French. He understood where we wanted to be dropped off at, so we were able to get here on time.
Oh, really? You guys are so lucky. I'm really glad you made it all the way to Paris. You and Mom attending our wedding today? That's all I ever want right now.
That's so sweet, Cameron. I remember you saying the same thing a while back. I get that you want Mom to watch you get married, but you feel the same way about me too, right?
Of course I do. You're my sister, Tanya. Besides, if you and Mom hadn't sacrificed so much for me, I wouldn't be a successful doctor today.
Oh, you don't have to say that, Cameron. It was also thanks to your hard work and perseverance.
No, it's true. You guys have helped me out the most. Remember? You went through all that trouble to help me go to medical school. You prioritized me over yourself.
Cameron, we don't have to talk about this now. How many times have you thanked me already? Of course I appreciate your thanks, but it's your big day. Don't focus too much on me, okay?
Okay. Sorry about that. You know, that reminds me. I would have loved for Dad to watch me get married. All 3 of you attending the ceremony. What a dream. You know how much I admire him. He's my role model.
Yeah, I would have loved for that to happen too. You never know, though. I bet Dad is watching you right now from heaven up above.
Yeah, maybe he is. That makes me feel better. Thanks, Tanya. Anyhow, Looks like the wedding is going to start soon. We're right on schedule. You and Mom just sit down and wait until it begins, okay? Can't wait to see you.
Wait, Cameron? I still need to talk to you about something. Can you give me a second?
Sure, what's up? Is everything okay?
Actually, things aren't going okay right now. I don't think we can stay here to attend the wedding ceremony.
Huh? Are you okay? Are you not feeling well? Or is something wrong with Mom?
No, don't worry. Nothing's wrong with us. It's just, there's no seats prepared for the two of us.
That can't be. I don't get it. You're my family. How could you not be invited? I wonder what went wrong. I'm surprised there was even a mistake. Kristen planned this wedding meticulously.
No, there's no mistake. This was all done to us on purpose.
What do you mean?
It's a long story, okay? But I'll explain everything to you.
And the wedding ceremony will start any time now. Did you guys leave the venue like I told you to? You better have.
Actually, we're still sticking around. My mom is really eager to see her son getting wed. You can move us to the corner of the venue so we can at least watch the ceremony from there. We don't need seats.
Seriously? How are you and your mother this annoying? Seriously, you guys are as relentless as cockroaches in my room. I would stomp on you if I could. When I tell you to scram, you scram. Hurry up and get out of here. You're going to ruin our wedding. Listen to what I say and quit acting so selfish. I'm your sister-in-law. You need to have more respect for me.
Huh? I'm the one who's selfish here? You have no right to call me that. Even if you don't care about us, at least consider Cameron. He needs us to attend this wedding. Don't you care about how this is going to affect his feelings? Think about how hurt he's going to be.
That doesn't matter at all. Let him feel what he feels because, regardless, I'm never going to care or do anything to help him. You should learn to care less about what he's thinking. It's easier that way. I usually just ignore him when he asks me for advice on things.
Did I hear that correctly? Kristen, he's your husband. You should care about how he thinks and feels. Do you think you can persevere in your marriage like this?
I wasn't particularly fond of Cameron in the first place. Now that I think about it, I don't like him at all.
Then why on earth would you decide to marry him?
You really don't know? It's because he had the potential to be an elite doctor who can earn a lot of money in the future. What other reasons could there be if not that?
You married him with that kind of mindset? What were you thinking? It's a disaster waiting to happen.
That's what I wanted, and I've already done it. I mean, our wedding is today. From here on out, I have every right to control our life as a married couple. That means I can oversee how his money is going to be used. It's our money now, not his. I won't let a destitute family like you even lay one finger on it. Look, contrary to you, I'm not going to domineer Cameron's income. I'll never even consider it. I can't believe what you're saying. When that hag mother of yours becomes ill, or when she's nearing the end of her life, I guarantee that she's going to need nursing care. Do you know how much that would cost? Who's going to pay for it, huh? I know that you won't be able to pay for it from your income.
When it comes to that situation, my brother and I agreed that we would both chip in money to help our mom with her health.
See? You're intending to leech off of Cameron after all. I'm not going to forgive you for that. Why don't you understand this? Our conversation today didn't have to be this long if you weren't so stupid.
What? Why do you expect him not to help out to nurse our mom? We're siblings. It should be equal.
No, it shouldn't. Unlike him, you're not even married. Why should a married man pay when a single woman can instead? Every penny he makes is mine, not yours. Now turn yourself around towards the exit gate and leave. This is your last warning to do as I say.
If you say so. My mom and I are leaving the venue right now.
Thank you. Finally. I appreciate you coming all this way to Paris to see our wedding. It's a shame that you're not allowed to attend anymore.
No matter what happens to you, Kristen, remember that it's all because of you. Don't blame me for it.
You actually followed my orders to leave our wedding venue. I heard a guest say you were finally gone. Thank you. You're doing a good job.
Why are you contacting me again?
I just remembered that I need to speak with you about something important. From now on, my husband and I are going to cut off ties with you and your mother. We don't want a relationship anymore. So could you two not keep in touch with Cameron in any matter? Not even for important news or emergency.
Well, that's your wish, right? I doubt Cameron had any say in deciding this. Until he says something, I won't consider it. Besides, I've been telling you this for ages, but my mom and I won't ever lay a hand on Cameron's money, I promise. Sure, he makes a lot, but it's not ours. So I disagree with you. He may be a bit busy with his married life, but we should still be able to keep in contact with him. We're his closest family.
No, you shouldn't be able to keep in contact with him. I'm never going to believe your promise. I don't trust you one bit to keep away from his money. When things go wrong, you'll steal Cameron's money to fix it. You'll make exceptions to mooch off him for silly things like helping your family. Because that'll happen in the future. I shouldn't ever let you near Cameron again. It makes perfect sense.
You're trying to make a deal with me, but I won't cooperate with you until Cameron tells me what he thinks about it. Maybe we should talk with the four of us about this when we have a chance.
We aren't going to talk together. I don't want to waste my precious time on you or your mother. I've already said this, but Cameron's opinion means nothing to me. Whatever I want, that's what our decision is as a couple. He doesn't get a say in this, so don't you ever think about being involved with us any further. If you by any chance show your ugly face to me, I'm going to report you to the police as soon as I can. Keep that in mind and stay in line. Cameron, we're in big trouble. You need to know about this. People are saying that the wedding ceremony is canceled.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that already.
You have? Do you know what caused the cancellation?
The cause? I don't know what caused all this. I'm as shocked as you are.
I'm shocked, but I'm not confused. Cameron, I know what happened. It's all because of your sister.
My sister? Are you sure Tanya has something to do with this? She doesn't have any problems with us.
I'm telling the truth. Your sister lied to the chief of our hospital about how I was an awful person. You see, she did all of that to ruin our wedding. She doesn't want us to get married. All her slander about me made the hospital chief angry, and he shut the whole wedding down.
Why would Tanya do that in the first place? She was so excited for the wedding today. She's really happy for us.
Don't believe her, Cameron. She was worried that you would start spending more time with me than her. She hated me for it.
I don't think she'd do that, Kristen. She's not obsessed with me. We have a healthy distance in our relationship. We always have.
That's not what I mean. Sure, she may not be super affectionate with you, but that doesn't mean she doesn't care about your assets. She's worried about how your income is going to be spent by me instead of her. She wants to be in charge of your money. To live off your income, she destroyed our wedding ceremony. She did this to try to ruin our marriage entirely, just to satisfy her greed.
That's not true. I'm sure about it.
Huh? Why aren't you believing what I said, Cameron?
I can't believe what you said, because I know for a fact that it isn't the truth. Tanya using me for my income? That would be beyond ridiculous.
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. Do you know why I was able to become a doctor to begin with? Of course I had to study and work hard for it. But most importantly, I had to enroll at a medical school first. For a family of our income, we weren't able to afford it. Even with a scholarship offer, medical school was way over our budget.
But wasn't your father a doctor too? Why weren't you guys well off?
Not necessarily. Dad died early on in our lives, and he was working on a relatively low-paying job. He cared more about the impact of his work rather than the salary. So we never had the money necessary to enroll me into medical school.
But you're a doctor now, so you must have gone to medical school. How did you pay for tuition?
Tanya chose not to go to university, even though that was her dream all along. Instead, she started working a job and saving up. My mom started working even harder, and in the end, they were able to afford my medical school tuition. I'm beyond grateful for what they did for me.
There's no way they sacrificed that much just to make you achieve your dreams. This has to be a joke. You're lying to me, right, Cameron?
I'm not. Both my mom and sister will go to any length for my happiness. I was lucky enough to be blessed with them, and I would do anything for them. At the very least, they know not to harm others for the sake of their selfishness. Unlike you, Kristen. You've insulted and slandered my entire family. I can't believe you had the nerve to hurt them like that.
But you have to believe me, Cameron. I'm telling you the truth. Why can't you believe your wife? I'm your family too.
I should tell you that the hospital chief already told me why he canceled the wedding.
You. What? You heard from the chief? So you've been pretending to not know what happened this whole time?
He let me know the terrible things you've done to them. You accuse them of using me for my money, and you call them needy beggars. I've been boiling with rage ever since. Betrayed me and my family. Kristen, I don't have anything more to say to you. I'm never speaking with you again.
My husband isn't responding to my messages anymore. I think he's mad at me.
Rightfully so. He knows everything about what you've done today. He's enraged with you right now. He's the mellow type. He never gets this mad. It just shows how terrible you and your actions were.
I don't care about the wedding ceremony. I need to talk to him somehow. If this goes on, our marriage is going to be over. I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, it's okay, Kristen. I have some good news for you. You don't have to be worried about your marriage anymore.
Oh, really? Thank goodness. I knew he would come around eventually. He never stays mad at me.
Actually, it's quite the opposite. Cameron's still furious with you, and he's determined to divorce you now.
What? He's going to divorce me? You're not playing any games, right? This can't be true.
It's true, Kristen. Starting now, all future communication will happen only when mediated by a lawyer. You'll continue to be blocked by him. I think you should lawyer up quickly. There's many things to settle during and after the divorce.
No way. Cameron's really filing for divorce? I thought a lifetime of luxury would be in my hands if I was able to marry a doctor. My dream is destroyed now.
If you really wanted that to happen, you should have behaved with more humility. Your ego and greed has gotten the best of you. It's really ruined your life.
You monster! This is all because you interfered with our wedding.
Kristen, I think you're forgetting that I'm Cameron's sister. I'm willing to sacrifice anything for his happiness. Meanwhile, you only care about your own happiness. I'm doing the right thing here, and you can't tell me otherwise. You deserve to be called out, and Cameron dodged a real bullet here. With that, I'll ask you to never show your face to our family again. Don't even contact us, okay?
Ugh! Whatever. Do anything you want. If you want to be so petty with me, then I'll do the same. Don't go crying to me for help when I take revenge on your family.
What are you planning to do to us?
What you've done to me, I'm also going to do to you. I'm going to spread lies about Cameron in our workplace. His reputation will be done for, and every worker will turn against him. That way, he'll lose his respect and eventually his position at the hospital.
I don't know what lies you're going to spread, but do you really think the people at your workplace will believe you?
The higher-ups probably wouldn't believe me. I'm just a nurse after all. But the other nurses I always work with will definitely believe me. We've grown pretty close since the first time I've started working there. We see and talk to each other every day after all.
I see. I don't know everything about your coworkers and your workplace, so you might be right about that.
No, don't say I might be right about this. I'm definitely sure they will. I'll absolutely prove that I can do this.
I hate to break it to you, but sadly, nobody in the hospital will listen to what you have to say any longer.
Huh? What are you talking about? I've always been a respected nurse in my hospital.
I'm telling you that you don't belong at that hospital from now on.
No way. Did you tell my coworkers about what happened today? You shouldn't have. This situation and my job are separate things.
No, Kristen. Don't jump to conclusions. I didn't do that at all. When I say you don't belong there, I mean it literally. You don't have a job there anymore. You're going to be fired in the near future.
What? Is that really possible? I'm going to be... What? Is that because I made the chief of our hospital angry? Is that all it took? I'm not going to allow any of this irrational behavior. It's unfair.
No, this isn't some abrupt decision like you think it is. You were meant to be fired long ago. It's just that you were being spared this whole time.
I don't understand.
From the start, you were a completely incompetent nurse. You were incapable of doing your job correctly. That's what the hospital chief told me. According to him, you've always had a problematic attitude. It got even worse after you became engaged to Cameron. You wouldn't show up to work even though you'd put the shift in. You would force other nurses to do the work for you. I guess you deluded yourself into thinking you're a big shot now that you were engaged to a doctor. Because of your behavior, a number of nurses sent complaints to the higher-ups about you.
I didn't know this happened at all. I thought I was doing all right with my coworkers.
The hospital chief told the higher-ups to wait a moment before firing you. Instead, he wanted to wait until you left the job because of your marriage. You know, because a lot of women in our state do that once they're married. He didn't want to hurt your feelings. But now you won't be getting married anymore due to your immature choices. And that's why you're getting fired instead.
I can't believe this. My marriage is over with and so is my job. My life just gets worse one thing after another.
If it makes you feel better, I'll remind you that you would have been fired either way. Even quicker if you weren't engaged to Cameron.
Just because it was supposed to happen already doesn't mean I can agree with it. This is unacceptable. Oh my gosh, what do I do now? How am I supposed to support myself? How can I keep living like this?
I can't tell you the answer to that. You have to think and decide for yourself, Kristen. You've wrecked your entire life, and you're responsible for everything.
Please, don't be so cold to me, Tanya. Can't something be done about this? I promise that I'll change my attitude, okay? So please tell me that it's possible to do things over again with Cameron.
That's impossible. I'm serious when I say that not one person around you wants to get involved with you again.
This is all some bad dream, right? This can't be true.
No, this is real, and you brought it upon yourself. They're the consequences to your actions. I urge you to not leech off of Cameron's money, even if you're in a tight spot financially. If you choose to do that even once, we'll call the police in no time.
Please, give me one last chance to fix this. You're my sister-in-law, and I love you.
I'm not going to give you any more chances. Besides, you're not family anymore. You're an outsider to us, so don't ever go around calling me your sister-in-law again.
Alright then. I'm gonna go back to the US now, okay?
Are you sure you want to do that? Mom and I are staying one more night in Paris. We want to enjoy our trip to the fullest.
Okay? Yeah, I'm sure. Thanks for the concern, though. I just want to go over a few things with my lawyer back home. Plus, I don't want to run into Kristen anymore. I don't think I could stand seeing her again.
I understand. I couldn't imagine being betrayed by your wife like that. I know that this is a tough situation, but stay strong. I know you've got this.
Thanks, Tanya. I'll try my best. But you know, this is the result of my own actions. Ever since I found out that Dad got married when he was 20 years old, I decided I wanted to do the same as him. I know it's stupid, but I admire him that much. This is all my fault because I rushed to get married. I chose the first person in front of me, and that was Kristen. I thought I chose right, but apparently not.
Really? I never knew this. I get that you admire him, Cameron, but you don't have to copy every little thing that he does.
Trust me, I know. I only realize that now. I need to live on my own terms, not Dad's.
From here on out, you need to do better at discerning the good people from the bad. That way, maybe you could finally make your wedding happen for Mom and I to see.
Okay, I'll do my best. Till that happens, I'll try to become a better doctor. Better than I've ever been. You know, the kind of doctor that Dad was. He always put his patients first and would bend over backwards for them.
I'm sure you can do it if you work hard, Cameron. You can come to me anytime for support, okay? I'll always be rooting for you. After returning home from Paris and immediately being laid off, she tried quickly to find another job. However, word that she'd been kicked out by a major hospital spread around rapidly. Her reputation was ruined within the medical field. As a result, it was almost impossible to find a new job as a nurse. No company would accept her plea of getting employed. With no other choice, she decided to try going back to her parents' house for financial help. Nevertheless, her parents already knew why her wedding was canceled. They had attended the wedding and heard everything. As a consequence, they were furious at what Kristen had done. Even though she had called them in hopes of receiving help, they rejected her. I don't blame them for it. Being insulting to us had not only betrayed Cameron, but it also humiliated her parents at the wedding. In the end, she was estranged from her family and had nowhere to return to. She had no other choice but to rent and live in a shabby apartment complex. Her new life has begun. As of now, she gave up on finding a job in the medical field and began working as a cashier in a local supermarket. It's said that she's still in a financial crisis and barely getting by. She lives her life from paycheck to paycheck. On the other hand, Mom, Cameron, and I are getting along well, like always. In fact, we're the closest we've ever been. All after what happened with Kristen, everything has bonded us even closer. Mom and I can tell Cameron had been hurt pretty badly by her deceit. He's currently not seeking marriage and is fully dedicated to his work, as he said he would be. Looking at him now, it's almost like I'm seeing our dad from years ago. They really are alike. While Mom and I continue to be there for Cameron during his hardships, I hope that our family can stay as close as we are right now. That's all I always ask for.